Oh, other side.
Right here? Okay.
Yeah.
Fist up!
Fight back!
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 Uhuru! Uhuru!
Uhuru!
My name, as it has already been said, is Kalambayi Andenet, and I am the International People Democratic Uhuru International President and the chair of Keep 28!
It's a fight for Black power!
Keep 28!
It's a fight for Black power!
Keep 28!
It's a fight for Black power!
And I am out here, and I just really, first and foremost, want to salute and appreciate my leadership. That everything that comes out of my mouth and my political analysis of the understanding of the world, and that what helped me to be able to see and know that African people will be free, and we are truly winning, is Chairman Amali Yeshitela, and I just want to salute my leadership. Chairman Amali Yeshitela, the leadership of the African nation. Chairman Amali Yeshitela have took a stand. They have fought to deepen the understanding of this relationship that we have with white power. That the relationship that Bank of America have with the African community. So I just really want to salute him for everything that has been done out here. Simply comes from the party, the African People's Socialist Party. That white people didn't just wake up this morning and decide to come and protest Bank of America. But under the leadership of the African nation, under the leadership of Chairman Amali Yeshitela, a great strategy to win white people to humanity, to win white people on the right side of question, to win white people to a place where they can actually say, damn, I'm part of the human race again. So I think this was a great strategy. I mean, this is a strategy that actually say exactly how my kids and every African kid on the north side will actually have freedom. Because white people paying reparations and then coming to Bank of America, demand reparations, going to their neighborhoods, demanding reparations, is actually how we're going to say we're going to overturn this relationship. So I just want to salute the leadership of Chairwoman Penny Hess to answer that question. And they've been struggling not only with herself, but the whole white nation to be on the right side of the question, to build a new world. And I'm out here as an example that the African working class is back into political life. That the African nation say, Bank of America, you can give it nice, or we can give it, or we can take it. That's the bottom line. That's where we at. It's not when, it's how at this point. Because we organize it for power. These are not empty threats, but we see it all over the world right now. We see African people coming back into political life. It wasn't that we left. It was because we were murdered. That Malcolm X was murdered. King was murdered. The Panthers was murdered. And then they demonized Black power and said we would never say it again. But I'm saying straight from Walnut Port, we back. And we in here. And we are demanding power. We're not out here with no damn sign saying my black life matter. Because if my black life matter, I wouldn't have to be protesting. But I'm angry as hell, and I'm saying that it's time. It's time for white people to be right on the right side of the question. It's time for white people to not continue to act like the Delmore divide is not real. It's time for white people to stop lying and act like you work real hard to have what you have. The truth of the matter is your ancestors stole everything. And it has been passed to generation. That this bank couldn't stand if an African wasn't stole. Because before they could harbor money in there, they had black bodies that built this country. And that's the truth. That's not a conspiracy theory. And the crimes that my comrade was just explaining, that you watch on Channel 2 and 5, that tell you that we're killing each other, it's because the hood is created. And we understanding that the worst crime is poverty. And on the north side, families like my own, not that working class has nothing, absolutely nothing to lose but our chains. And we say the time is now. I'm done with the chains. I'm done with your foot in my throat. I'm saying the north side said light of cruising, we coming for you. And we said keep 28.
Fight for black power.
We said keep 28.
Fight for black power.
We said keep 28.
Fight for black power.
And not just saying that we want to keep 28 wards, but we said we want black representation that's unapologetic, that will fight for the interests of our people, in our community, in our hands, saying what jobs should come in, what police officers should look like, what their agenda should be, what schools should be teaching, what teachers should be teaching our kids, what grocery stores and what should be in the doggone grocery store. We need power. Uhuru! 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 And so I just, again, want to end this because I could not appreciate a man that had laid his life down and literally have studied revolution, scientifically have laid out a blueprint to say how we going to get there. As a people, where nobody would be at the expense of somebody else, that you don't have to sit at the table and eat good and then know that somebody on the north side had to go hungry for you to eat good. But we can live under the leadership of the African working class. That's important. You can't eliminate that because we'll come to the wrong conclusion. We'll try to say this, and it's drenched in my ancestors' blood. It has to be destroyed. So we say the time is now to say fist up, fist up. We can't be complacent no more. We have lost too much. From police murdering us to Bank of America slaughtering us, people kill themselves from losing their home. People go in here and get sad and depressed because they own bank with Bank of America. They church bank with Bank of America. They've been banking with them and they go in there and they say, we can't give you a loan for your child to go to school. But I've been working for 45 years. My daddy was a veteran, worked banking with Bank of America, went in there and got disappointed because he had stored his money, had been a good steward here, going here all his life as a veteran. And they still say, no, we don't have a loan for you. You go to your churches and you tithe. And then on Monday, they take the money to Bank of America. And everybody in the congregation can't go in there and get a loan. We say, Bank of America, you can't hide.
We charge you with genocide.
Bank of America, you can't hide.
We charge you with genocide.
Bank of America, you can't hide.
We charge you with genocide.
This is genocide. This is genocide. This ain't cute. We exposing you for the horrific crimes of rape. You a rapist. They are rapists. If I sit there and watch somebody rape and I benefit from them raping somebody, I'm going to jail as a necessity of the crime. Bank of America, you are rapists. You are murderers. You have murdered. We are charging you with murder and rape and theft of a whole communities all over the world, not only in the U.S., but in Africa and everywhere colonized people at. You have stolen futures, and we charge you with genocide. Fist up! Fist up! Pay us our shit. We want our reparations.